Well, anyway, you boys ready to get into it?
Let's do it. So we're going to start with Undead Unluck, episode 24, which was the finale for season 1. It's called To You From Me. And if you guys couldn't tell from the beginning of the show, it is game time. We are jumping into the big finale battle. Super hyped for that. We might have had like one of the shortest training arcs in all of anime, lasting roughly an episode, but I'm not going to complain about that. So Andy and Fuko are ready to take on UMA Autumn once again. And we had some no, they were expected. The Under showed up. We all knew that was going to happen.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Well, let's get into it. So Ano no longer knows what is going to happen because at the very end of last episode, basically with this training arc, Andy was able to save Fuko from getting killed by Unseen. So massive props to Andy there. And that's when we knew the Under was going to show up because, well, that's when they showed up. I don't know what else to tell you. They tried to assassinate Fuko.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, once we started getting to like the battle with the Autumn, they were like such a non-factor. It was kind of weird. I didn't really expect that. I thought that Rip was still gonna have some kind of grit to him, even while being a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, go for it, Tyler.
It's crazy. It's crazy because he was like talking all this mad shit with Ano Un or whatever in the little house, her house or whatever. And he gets out there and hits the freaking thing, and like he doesn't do shit. I'm like, bro, are you really talking shit when you're in this state? You know?
Yeah, you got to spit your game when you got game to spit, bro. Come on.
I mean, he was making all kinds of demands and shit. We're taking the UMA, then pulls up, can't do anything.
And you got to think though, like Andy could barely do anything to this freaking monstrosity too at the time. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. It was just funny. The switch up happened so quickly,
and then we got another switch up. So Ano asked for a few minutes to get the key to success going, cooking. She's cooking something up, and she ends up drawing an artifact. And this is the same artifact that was used to take Rip back into time when he was a child. That way he didn't die after the first battle with Andy and Fuko. And during this, Ano draws this up and she uses this artifact. I think was it the time machine? What do they call it again?
It said a time altering artifact or something like that. They didn't give it a name.
Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. And well, Rip gets aged 15 years and he's back to that killer bod. He's ready to rock. He's ready to fight. But this artifact has a huge downside. And basically the person who uses it has to give 10 times their lifespan up for what they give to someone else. So Ano ages 150 years. Were you guys ready for that?
No. That shit went dark, like fast as hell. I'm like, bro, I thought we was fighting this fall shit, and then all of a sudden it's killing her off. Basically, she basically like done like a suicide thing. So
he.
Oh yeah, he.
Yeah,
he. And that confusing.
Once they started saying he the whole time, I was like, wait.
Yeah.
What was? I thought she was a chick the whole time.
Yeah, it was very confusing. It seems like Akira, the actual person that made Ano, is a guy, but Ano's a girl for sure, right?
I thought so.
No one knows. Okay, that's that's it right there.
Ambiguous.
One thing I want to mention though is when she was actually, when Ano Un was creating this artifact, and I thought. Especially when it showed what it was, I thought it was a Pokeball, bro.
I was about to say, I thought she was drawing up a fucking Master Ball so they could catch Mewtwo.
I'm not gonna lie,
there,
she got me with that one too. Yeah,
she was literally talking about catching it or whatever, right? So, or collecting it or something. I don't know. And then I didn't know that they could like just draw artifacts. That's wild to me, right?
Well, I mean, she can draw anything with that pen, dude. G-Liner is goated.
That's OP.
Yeah, it really is OP. But that explains why they had so many artifacts just at the ready.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Makes a lot more sense.
Well, she also had that other one like implanted in her chest too, which is crazy.
Yeah, probably drew that shit too.
or his
Yeah.
chest.
Their chest. I'm just gonna.
We're gonna
say
fuck
it's too
this one up a
confusing.
million times.
Yeah,
Ano Un. So
we got to commit to something, boys.
Him. That's what they called him.
All right, bet.
yeah.
But so after all that, Rip was really ungrateful that Ano basically sacrificed himself to age him up to the ability to the point where he could actually make a difference in that fight. And he came off as ungrateful, but I don't think he was necessarily ungrateful. I think he was pissed that she did that for him, or he did that for him, when he, like, there was no reason to do that. Like, Rip hadn't done anything for Ano, you know?
Right, right. It seemed like he thought like he was getting coerced into like owing them something. Which I thought was kind of like weird. It's like, hey, like she said, like this is gonna help us win. This is the only way we can win. But he's like, nah, y'all just want something from me, which is a little tragic. That you know, somebody does something nice for you. Like, what do you want from me?
Respect.
Okay,
There's
Dan, never
always
mind.
ulterior motives, dude.
Oh my god,
People aren't nice for free. Come on.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I also felt
Not
like that
that nice.
he.
Who
I also
needs friends
felt
with enemies like that? I mean, who needs enemies with friends like that?
Who's
Jesus
nice
Christ!
enough to throw away their life to make somebody a buff
Well, it's just the
30-year-old?
avatar. It's just the avatar.
That's fair.
I feel like Ano could have maybe possibly defeated Fall by himself. Right?
Low key.
Yeah.
Low key.
Maybe if you had a couple arms.
He
Oof.
could have drew him.
Big oof.
I don't know. I don't know how long they last though, because when Ano did the volcano unlock bullet the first time, the arm disappeared right after, right?
But I think that was like a function of Andy's undead power though.
Okay. Well, I just don't know how you're gonna draw yourself a bunch of arms a million times when you're holding a pen in your mouth, I guess.
I don't know. They drew the ball. Who knows?
I think at that point, like whatever she can imagine just gets automatically drawn. I would say. I don't know though.
Could be because that artifact didn't look too good on whatever him drew it on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get away from the semantics of this because we could go on
Okay,
for a long
let's
time.
go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Man.
I'm losing myself here. So after that, we get a little flashback and we learn that Rip and Latla accidentally killed Layla, Latla's little sister. And do you guys think this is the moment that Rip got his unrepair ability? Was during this operation? Do you think before that Rip was just like a doctor, like a nice guy? And then he just like went to do surgery on this woman and sliced her open and she just kept bleeding.
I think that's a pretty high chance of that happening because one, everybody gets their negator abilities at the most inopportune times, and two, like why would you be operating on somebody if you knew you were gonna make them bleed out?
Yeah.
You know?
Especially he didn't know how to stop it at that time, right? So
No. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what happened, but at least it's not dead parents this time, so I can
Just
take something positive out of this.
dead baby sister. Oof.
God damn it.
I still think he's a nice guy though. I
Low
think
key.
that the backstory showed us that he is a nice guy and that he just I guess he's just put on a facade, I think, in order to uh I guess get his goals achieved or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it a facade. I think just he knows what he has to do for his goal, and his goal is to get the arc from Juiz. And I don't think he can do that on the side of the quote unquote good guys. I mean, I don't know if there's really any good guys in this. You know, it's just kind of a lot of gray area, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with the whole gray area thing. There's really no good guys. I don't like Joey's like a liar by omission. At least Billy's somewhat honest to people he thinks that are honest. He's like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. You can have your own goals. You can do whatever you want, but when our goals align, I need y'all to show the fuck up. Yeah, shit to
Killing
do.
God, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
So after that, we got another flashback. There was a lot of flashbacks in this for a finale. I was kind of turned off by that a little bit. But the next flashback we get is to Fuko living with her grandfather, right? Grandfather? It was grandmother.
Yeah.
Grandfather.
Grandfather. And she noticed that there was a copy of To You From Me on the altar with her parents on it, like where you go to pray for your family. And that's when Fuko started reading this manga that changed her life and gave her purpose for so long. So the fact that that's her mom's favorite manga makes that even more touching, you know?
It really does. But the thing with about this is like it makes Akira slash Ano like the whole centerpiece of this first season, like in a very like I guess covert way, because they gave the will for Fuko to live, that gave her time for Andy to find her in a way. It's been guiding the Union, and now she's trained Andy and Fuko. I think it's kind of crazy to have a side character be a part of maybe 4 episodes or something like that, and be such a big part of the story,
And
and to be
mold
basically the
yeah,
entire story. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
to
kind of
mold
nuts.
the entire story. That's crazy. And she's just in the back pulling the strings the whole time. Or he
Yeah,
in the
bro.
back, you know?
Yeah,
I think they kind of did it okay though, because from the get go we knew that the book, we knew about the book, but we didn't know it, like it was there, but they didn't pull it out and say, "Hey, look at this, look what actually matters now." But that was in episode 1, right? All that, and they even had like that little snow, walking in the snow flashback in episode 1 too, that came straight from the manga, which I actually need to go back and look at, because wonder if that means anything now that we know what's actually going on, right?
yeah. I've been contemplating going back and watching the first 4 or 5 episodes, because they showed us a lot without telling us what it all meant, and I thought that's
Yeah,
really good. I think that's really good storytelling overall.
yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
yeah, like definitely an odd choice to have them be 4 or 5 episodes, being 4 or 5 episodes, but still just be a big piece. But they did it right at the very least,
Just that type of shit that One Piece be doing, Oda be doing, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Not as grand, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, no shit.
We're not pulling shit from Skypiea out, you know, in the middle of Wano. But yeah, so after that, we kind of get back into the fight, and we also learn that Akira actually had Ano as like a double almost. It was basically just like a manifestation of himself that people could see because his negator ability was unseen. No, not
Unknown.
unseen. Unknown.
Unknown.
There we go.
Yeah,
And that's kind of sad, dude. That's just like this whole character's like existence is just depressing, you know? Like it sucks.
so important, but yet like a nobody at the same time. No one's
I
been able to
can't.
see him since he's been like a small child. That's crazy.
You know what's crazy to me is that we knew like Ano Un. They even told us what Ano Un meant. It meant unknown or whatever, and we just now, or I just now figured out that his negator ability was unknown. I was like, wow, that they really pulled a fast one on me there. Did y'all know like that? Did y'all have an idea about that or not?
I wouldn't say
Yeah, when they told us what Anaun meant in like English, yeah, and it said unknown, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't put it together. So
Tyler, you're the one that taught me to make sure to take care when they start throwing uns out there.
I did.
I mean that, and once we kind of saw Akira's backstory too, and like, I mean, I wasn't here for that episode, but seeing his mother just like not even realize he was there, that was some tragic shit, dude.
Yo, big time, big time. That shit was crazy. And my theory about the whole Avatar thing, I thought, and this is what I would do. I would draw a character around myself that everybody could see, so I could
Hmm,
just be inside the character instead of like creating a third person,
like an owl, like
like an
a
owl.
Full Metal
Yeah,
Alchemist.
yeah, like Al. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
have made something around me so it would be me instead of just like this avatar. But I
Okay.
think ended up being a good decision because that avatar lost both of its arms. So
It got pretty fucked up.
yeah, it did.
Well, that's like it makes sense because like when he lost his arm, I was like, bro, how you just chilling right now? That's gonna kill.
Why are you smiling?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? But after all that, we did finally get to see Andy and Rip team up to defeat Autumn, and the way they did it was pretty cool. So they used these crazy moon-based attacks. We saw Crimson Moon, Slash, whatever the hell it is, and Rip had a moon attack too. So I thought that was kind of cool. And they busted up Autumn pretty good, but Autumn used an ability that created like a hard shell around the core again. And this is when Andy shot an Unluck volcano hand blicky straight into this motherfucker, which brought the Unluck to it and blasted this giant UMA open.
And then Block 5. Yep.
And Bunny's just the hero of the thing, man. Bunny with those weird ass hands just comes in and saves the day, dude.
Bunny's a very interesting character. I didn't know what to think of her when like she first showed up on the show
A
a
goo?
couple episodes ago. The goo. A goo. But I'm actually a huge fan. Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters as well.
Yeah. I fuck with Bunny.
But after that, so Bunny gets the core and they have kind of a discussion, and Under gave the Union, so Andy and Fuko, Autumn, the artifact gun that they had taken from Fuko, and what was left of G-Liner. And it kind of makes you wonder if he did this because he felt like he owed them for, getting him back his original body or what. So did you guys have any thoughts on that?
I mean, he said that, but like, I don't know if he really meant that shit. Because that's a lot to give someone just for like feeling like you owe them for something. He basically gave them all the spoils of the mission.
Except for the one really cool artifact that turns you into a ghost. They kept that one, right?
Oh, the little spear.
The sphere thingy? Didn't they keep that one?
The sphere. They might. Didn't they already have one though?
No, not the time sphere. The sphere that Anno had implanted in his chest.
Oh shit. Maybe.
No.
I think maybe they did keep that shit.
Yeah, the item that blew Fuko out of her body and turned her into a ghosty ghost so she could jump into the book.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
I'd keep that too. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The time spear disintegrated, by the way.
Yeah, because it was
Makes
drawn,
sense.
so it went away after one use.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But after that, Fuko asked Rip, like it said it was great working. We worked great as a team, like we were in sync and all this. And Rip stated that he couldn't join them because he wants the Ark. And he can't trust Juiz because she actually kept the Ark secret from the entirety of the Union. So he's just going to steal it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like Rip.
Yeah, he's straight up with it. Like, he's like, fuck that shit. I ain't dealing with her. I respect that because I don't trust Juiz either. Scumbag.
The crazy thing is, though, is Anaun literally told him that he couldn't use it, though. You know what I mean? Like, he knows that he's not able. I guess why trust Anaun, though, right? You don't know hardly anything about her.
If I'm trying to save somebody that I love, like, and you tell me I can't do something, I got to figure that shit out for myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
you ain't gonna tell me shit.
It ain't gonna matter because Andy and Fuko are gonna kill God. It's all good.
Yeah,
everything's straight.
One thing I do want to bring up is we talked about it before when we first seen Rip. Is his earrings. And did y'all notice that Latla's sister, the one that Rip and them killed or whatever, she had the earrings on too. So I think that's her blood in the earrings, and he wears them as tribute, kinda.
I think
that's creepy.
No, I think he has her blood in it because if they go in the Ark, she probably gets regenerated or some shit like that.
True. Okay. It has to be her. It's her earrings and her blood, though. I'm 100%.
Sure.
I'm 99% on that, though.
I didn't hear the word unblood, so it didn't click like that.
Okay. But yeah, the last thing we see is like Juiz meeting with Billy in some like snowy tundra type bullshit.
Tundra, yeah.
So we got to see what that's about. But guys, I think we started watching this and just thought it was going to be some fun, lighthearted, sort of like Mashal, where it's just kind of like a little goofy and fun. This ended up being pretty deep, boys, and very heartfelt. Like, what was y'all's final thoughts on this whole season here?
Who's going first?
Go for it, man.
Go for it, brother.
Well, so I mean, I really enjoyed it. Like, I think Dan was the one that put us onto this one. He was like something
Mhm.
about finger like
Oh, exploding jetpack
jetpack
blood
legs or some
legs.
shit.
Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
That's how
basically
you
the
get
reason
you
why we
in.
watched this shit. So but I felt like it really had like a great pace. It had like great balance. It had some comedy going for it. There's a lot of funny things happening, but it also had like a lot of serious moments as well. It was pretty balanced, I feel like. And it's got that little bit of love story going on with Andy and Fuko and all that stuff too. Um so I mean it didn't really bore me any, and I'm hoping we get a season 2. I'm sure we will. I think this was like pretty popular, so
This shit hit. Yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
popular.
But
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, there was like kind of like towards like the second half of the middle.
Like around episode 10 to 15.
Yeah,
For me, it's like kind of like I was like, what are we doing here?
yeah, it kind of like dropped off a little bit. And then once they kind of introduced Anaun and G Liner and this whole like overarching plot device that we had no idea about, it like drew me right back in. There was like a couple weeks when I was traveling and doing everything, like I didn't even stay up to date in this show just because one, it wasn't on Crunchyroll, so I wasn't downloading it when I was on planes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of on me. But at the same time, I was like, I'll watch it. I'll get to it. Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm really excited for Undead Unluck. But like
Right.
this week, I was like in my camper watching it on my phone. Like I was like, I want to see this finale.
Yes, yeah, it definitely heated up. It was kind of the same for me. It started off pretty well. It was a little cringy at first. They were kind of going for a lot of the fan service with Fuko. I think the first like 6 or 7 or 8 episodes or so. Once they kind of got away from that, it was good for a few episodes, and then like Dan said, it was a little bit of a lull for me as well. But overall, I got a lot more out of this as far as plot, story writing, uh, loving the characters. The characters are freaking great. Some really good characters on this show. Thought it was really good overall. I was very surprised. I thought we were just gonna be sitting around and laughing at this shit.
Yeah, they're sick, wicked sick.
Wicked sick.
would y'all say like Billy turning on the Union was like a pretty big bring y'all back kind of energy?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the moment when like I was like, oh, this is getting sweet again. Like this is when it's starting to turn and get like interesting, and like we're getting like, I mean, betrayal is always such a good plot point. Like you gotta love it. Like you can't go wrong with somebody betraying like an organization or somebody else. Like that's just classic story writing.
Oh, 100%. Like the whole arc with like Spoil was like meh. That whole part of the season was meh. But before and after that, I think that was cool. I think it was cool.
Yeah, Spoil was really sad. That's like kind of hit me in a different way. Like that teacher was a fucking badass for hanging on to humanity as long as she did.
Yeah, she was cool as fuck. But like I said, yeah, more good ass characters, even the side characters. Ano Un, 4 episodes, but is probably my favorite character in the show so far. It's nuts.
The goat.
Yeah, for real.
Well, you
But
boys want to get into some ratings?
Yeah,
Or you got
let's
something
do
else?
it. I'm good.
Yeah,
You
I
go
guess I'll
first,
go
Dan.
first since I went first last time. I'll give it a solid 8. It is like right on the dot 8. It was gonna be in the 7s, but I think the ending of this kind of pushed it up to that 8. So I really enjoyed the way they done. Well, it was like Bass said, Ano Un was really good for the show. So
Hell yeah. Well, we'll let you go last, Dan, since you picked it. So I'll let you go first there, but Tyler's a little jumpy today. um, but yeah, I'm gonna go right around what Tyler did. I'm gonna do like a 7-9. I just didn't want to use 8 because Tyler used 8. But yeah, it's right there, man. It is really good.
I'm gonna go 7.2.
Okay.
There were some spots that it kind of lost my interest. And while the finale was really good, I don't like if they could have taken that finale and made it 2 episodes and had the flashbacks but had more action, I think it would have been better, because like this is the final fucking boss of the season and we saw like 4 minutes of action. And that kind of bugged me. I'm like, we've been like hyping this up. Like we had a whole training arc for it. And it was like 6 slashes and Autumn went down.
I mean, that is a good point, because not a lot of it, but like a good portion of this show is kind of about the fights and the choreography we get out of it. So I agree with that. I agree with that criticism for right there for sure. But overall, I thought it was really good. It was more of like an emotional ending, and that's
Yeah.
one of the things I did not expect to get out of this show. It's a lot of emotional scenes in it.
Oh yeah, and I mean a 7.2 for me is pretty good.
Yeah, that's solid. That's solid as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
this show had me crying on a Monday, so it is what it is.